welcome back to Market Wolf, where I give you the best bear case, the best bull case, and I give you my opinion. Today we are looking at the gold chart. We are on the 1 day time frame. It is 1:19 p.m. Saturday, June 3rd. And notice that this is, if we go to the higher time frames, this is a very large handle that we're putting on here in a very giant cup that we completed. And notice here on this handle that this is shaping up to look like potentially a head and shoulders pattern, which will eventually bring us back down to that 1,803.01 level that I discussed with you. If it holds there and this is not a complete head and shoulders pattern, then I'm comfortable with gold going up over time. However, my long-term case right now is that the market ultimately is going to go up. So what I see happening is this head and shoulders pattern probably completing here, and we can see on this daily time frame right now that we're below the 20-day moving average, we're below the 50-day moving average. We currently have support on the 100-day moving average, but momentum is starting to shift further to the downside. Once again, you can see it starting to pick up just a little bit. And then also notice that even though we could have had a bounce on that RSI, we did not. It's in fact broken its moving average. So I'm seeing more flagging and downside here. This shoulder seems to be a little higher, but I expect it to come down at least to that 1,803.01 mark. And you can make your own decision about where you want to go and what you want to do. I do have money in at the top of this handle, and look, it's gold. It's my insurance policy, so I'm perfectly willing to ride out a head and shoulders even as it breaks that and completes a head and shoulders pattern coming all the way down to around the 1,618.41 mark, because there's probably going to be a bounce there. If not there, if we get several months of continued movement, let's take a look at the monthly since we're talking in terms of monthly moves here. For me, I'm going to ride this out because I think ultimately gold is going up anyway. You can't just infinitely put off money without a problem. So I'm perfectly happy with the amount of money I have sitting there, just sitting there and riding through a lot of these issues that we see building, right? And so here's that cup and the handle that I was speaking about. And if we look at the monthly time frame, you can have some months where you get a very big bleed out. And I suspect that this would be a very quick drop, or it could happen over 2 months where we test this. You could get a big breakout in the market towards the top, and yeah, this could represent the top. So I think looking at this monthly time frame, that's probably accurate. You can also tell that even though we have the 20-day, momentum is starting to shift. It's starting to slow to the upside right now. So that's a very real possibility that on this handle we could come down there. If you have a major boom in the market, even more than I anticipate, you could come all the way down to 1,439.90, or you could come all the way down to 1,000. Let's see. Yeah, around 1,179.05. And then your next level after that would be about 1,045.96. So that's something to keep an eye on. Now you can see we have not gone through that moving average on the monthly on the RSI yet. It is still above it, but it is headed down, so we've got to watch that. And that'll be an important thing to watch on the monthly to see if we get that bounce or not, and pay attention to what the market is going to be doing. Now we know that gold is ultimately connected in big terms to the dollar and the value of the dollar, right? So it's not that the value of gold is going up in so much as the value of the dollar is going down.